Now we have a solid foundation for our track, so in this episode we can finally start writing melodies. There's a little bit of theory involved here, but mostly it's just me jamming on my keyboard. If you don't have a MIDI keyboard, I suggest you get one. It can make writing melodies a lot easier, and it doesn't need to be a full-sized piano. For example, this Akai MPK mini keyboard is really cheap and more than enough to get you going. So let's listen to the end result first. Okay, first we have to find sounds that fit to the track. I will start browsing some sounds while jamming with my keyboard. Okay, I like this D-Jungle Ivory sound from Lofi Glow. I want to have one sound for main melody and another sound for counter melody. So I will try to find another sound that has a little bit different character. Okay, now we have two really cool sounds. Let's write some melodies. There's one concept that could be very helpful for melody writing. It can be called question and answer, or I have also heard call and response. Basically, it means that you write one melodic phrase that sounds unfinished, then you write another phrase that answers to the first phrase, leaving listener fulfilled in terms of melodic movement. Let me quickly play an example from one of my older tracks. In here, this melodic line is asking a question and this line is answering it. This is asking question again and this is giving another answer. So, question and answer. Question again and another answer. Let me show you another example. In here I have two instruments and first one is asking a question and second one is answering to it. With this track I wanted to emphasize this concept by using different instruments. It sounds like a conversation between these two instruments. So if you're stuck with your melody, using this concept might be helpful. Okay, so now I will just jam a little bit with my keyboard and see what I can come up with. My goal here is to create just 4-bar long melody line. I actually like that a lot. In Cubase you have this retrospective recording function, so if you're not recording it still saves your MIDI and you can use it. I actually like this a lot. Just gonna tweak it a little bit. Next, I will try to add some counter melody line with this second instrument that I loaded. With counter melody, you should try to fill these gaps when the main melody isn't playing. That's nice. I'm gonna use my retrospective recording again. I will just even out these velocities a little bit. Okay, now I will duplicate this 4-bar long melody loop and I will create some variation on the second repeat. And this way we can easily make our melodies twice as long. Okay, I like this a lot. One more thing we could do here is to add accent melody. And by that I mean duplicating notes that we want to emphasize. I will find another sound for this. Accent notes are played more sparsely, so I could try to find sound that has nice long release. I'll see what I can find from Lofi Band. So for accent melody, I will copy my main melody MIDI and mute some notes that I don't want to play. I think I'm going to need sound that has longer release. needs to be a little bit more subtle, so going to make it a little bit lower on volume. Okay, that works. Let's move on to processing. I will do my typical processing chain here, and I have actually saved FX chain preset for this. I have EQ, compressor, origin, brick wall limiter, and another compressor. With EQ, I will cut the lows and maybe shape the sound a little bit. Compressor is there to make volume more even. Then I use origin to make the sound more lo-fi and give it a little bit of character. Limiter is for reducing unwanted peaks, and the final compressor is for sidechaining. I will now do a little bit of processing for all my melodic instruments. This sound actually is already lo-fi sound because it's from this lo-fi glow instrument. So I don't think I need origin for this one. You can see that my brick wall limiter isn't even triggering because there's really not that much of a peaks in this sound, so I will get rid of this as well. Then I will move on to counter melody. Adding just a little bit of wobble to this sound. So with brick wall limiter I'm cutting here about 3.5 dB from the peaks. Okay, now we have a problem with our sidechain, because our kick has limited number of audio send channels, and we will need more slots for our sidechaining. So I will route this kick channel through another group channel. I will call this track kick extension. And I will route my kick through it. And now I can use this kick extension channel as a sidechain source. And finally I will add processing for accent melody. I like this crunchy and old preset. I think I'm using it quite often. Just a little bit of peak reduction for this as well. Okay, now I think we have enough instruments and melodic material for our track. In the next episode, we are going to find some transitional effects and actually give a structure for the track. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe if this kind of content is helpful for you. See you in the next one.